the Institute for Regional Studies and the Center for Security, Strategy and Policy for taking up this initiative. Unfortunately, we have as our adversary a country which has its policies based on deceit and treachery. So this false notion of rising India and assuming this role of a bully in South Asia was very effectively countered by Pakistan during the 4-day war. That when an aggressor resorted to unprovoked, unjustified aggression, that the whole Pakistani nation came together, and our response compelled the enemy not only to retreat, but to request for a ceasefire. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was textbook deterrence. Whenever history will be written, this 4-day war will always be remembered as a great victory for Pakistan, in which Pakistan proved to be a stabilizing factor, and as a nation which actually brought stability and balance in South Asia. So our adversary, our enemy, which was trying to establish a new norm and in pursuit of its hegemonic ambitions, trying to further propagate the doctrine of Hindutva, I think that dream was shattered, ladies and gentlemen, when the Pakistani nation came together and a new deterrence was created in our region. My gratitude to you, madam, and to the Institute of Regional Studies for taking this up in a very timely manner. This 4-day war taught us a lot of lessons. For me, as a student of history, as a student of politics, the first lesson that I learned was that no matter what the odds are, a country which is an aggressor, which is an occupier, which is a violator, can never play the victim. So when the 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 incident happened and the false flag operation of 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 took place, India was very quick at pointing fingers towards Pakistan. And how is it that you can prove your case when Pakistan is the biggest victim of terrorism? What I'm trying to say is that the very policy of New Delhi has inherent contradictions. And when your policy, as I said before, is based on contradictions, deceit and treachery, that will get you nowhere in geopolitics and global politics. Pakistan has to its credit that we have laid down 90,000 lives in the war against terrorism. No other country can claim that. We've suffered economic losses to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars, which no other nation can claim. So when the 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 incident happened, our diplomatic masterstroke was that we offered an impartial and a fair investigation into the 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 incident, therefore proving that our hands were clean. And I often say this, that had it not been for Pakistan, because we act as a shield between the terrorists and the rest of the world. When one Pakistani soldier, one Pakistani officer, one Pakistani citizen lays down his or her life for this motherland, it makes Pakistan a safer place, yes, but it also makes the world a safer place. So it's my firm belief that we, being the victims of terrorism, and why is it that the 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 incident, on which Pakistan expressed concern, why was New Delhi reluctant on condemning or even expressing concern on the Jafar Express attack, one of the most heinous hijackings to have taken place in recent history? As I said, a country which is an aggressor, a violator, and which has hegemonic ambitions can never play victim, because the facts are against this very notion. Pakistan has always been desirous of peace. But ladies and gentlemen, whenever put to the test, thanks to our valiant armed forces, we've passed with flying colors. And I would also like to refer, in creating this new norm, now, as we saw day before yesterday, that now they're trying to politicize the sport of cricket. That is just a failed attempt in saving oneself from embarrassment, because we proved our military dominance, we shot down 6 planes in defense, and then we responded, after which India was compelled to request for a ceasefire. Now they're bringing politics to the sports grounds, and a nation which is morally bankrupt and a nation which has no values will always resort to this kind of theatrics on the sports field when you can't win in the military field. So I think this shows the kind of mindset prevalent on the other side of the border in the East, where in order to prove superiority, they've resorted to this kind of aggression. And as I said, Pakistan has not only created deterrence, but I think Pakistan has always been desirous of peace, and we have established peace through our response, and we shall continue to do so. And let me also state at this opportunity that the two-nation theory, which was never accepted by India, because since the inception of Pakistan, and Ambassador Masood Khan spoke about 1947, we as Pakistanis have a distinct identity. We are the people of the Indus Valley civilization. We are the people based on the banks and tributaries of the mighty river Indus. And that's what distinguishes us from our neighbor. And this two-nation theory is proving to be true with every passing day. And let me also, on behalf of the government, assure you that where we've given an opportunity to speak at multiple forums, the Kashmir issue will always remain a priority for our government, and we shall continue the support of the innocent Kashmiris diplomatically, politically, morally, and we stand by the UN resolutions to grant the people of Kashmir the right to self-determination. And I think after the 4-day war, the Kashmir issue has again been recognized as an international dispute, and it has now been highlighted in a manner which is much more robust than before. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, let me assure you that Pakistan will continue to play its role in maintaining and supporting peace in the region. And Pakistan will continue to act not only as a deterrent, but also as a balancer in this region. And thank you, Dr. Sahiba. We will greatly benefit from your great piece of work. And I hope and pray that as we've achieved great laurels in the recent past with regard to our economy, with regard to our military dominance in the region after this 4-day war, Pakistan now has a good story to tell. And in the Committee of Nations, we walk with our heads held high. And may Pakistan always prosper. Pakistan 𝗍𝗶𝗃𝗲. Thank you very much.
वफाकी वज़ीर इत्तलात अताउल्लाह तारर इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ रीजनल स्टडीज के ज़ेरे एहतमाम तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे थे। यहाँ वक्त एक ब्रेक का।
टेलीनॉर समर गाला से डिस्काउंट इतना हैवी, 2300 की मंथली ऑफर अब 1600 में, जिससे मिले 300 GB डेटा।
ये रहा तुम्हारा सरप्राइज।
इसमें तो कैडबरी है।
खुशी नहीं छुपेगी जब क्रंची कुकीज में कैडबरी मिलेगी। नए कैडबरी कुकीज, योर कैडबरी।